Stand by.
Okay, well, let's go.
Absolutely spectacular images.
Rolling and action.
The T-Van's been around for about 20 plus years now, and it's, as far as camper trailers go, it is considered probably the best, if not one of the best in the market. At the Outdoor Marketing Agency, we identified that these guys are really underselling how good this trailer is and missing a whole segment of the market. The challenge is that it's seen as a two-person trailer. It's seen as something for old retirees, and it can only take two people. What these guys have done though, and had for a long time now, is a thing called the family room tent. Now the family room tent gives you a whole nother room for the trailer. It takes only a couple of minutes to set up, and it's something that Track Trailer, despite their success, has never really promoted or talked to. The purpose of this campaign is for us to be able to educate people and show them how good an experience in the outdoors can be, and how suitable the T-Van in particular will be for a much broader audience.
We see too many times that creative is just done for creative's sake, and it wasn't the basis of this project. We needed to start from a place that was wrapped around who the audience was going to be, what the outcomes we needed for the business, identifying the challenges that existed for this product.
So the concept that we came up with was really about the family room tent, but we also needed to focus on those human emotional connections, with a trailer being this beautiful enabler of that whole experience.
The concept is developed through very detailed meetings, and it's refined over time, and that process is incredibly slick. It's timelined, it's tabled, and it just works. We got exactly what we're after, and nothing was left to chance.
When you take on a project like this, you can't do it as a one-man band. You need to build a team around you, and you need to build a team of people that have their individual skill sets. The first thing that was going to complement what we were doing from the story building element was a director. Aidan and I had worked with James a couple of times now on a bunch of different projects, and he was a natural fit.
Walk and action.
The essence of anything that we make always comes down to a great story. I think the boys definitely harnessed something that was really cool.
You guys passing on your camping knowledge to the next generation kind of thing?
So this campaign is about showing an experience and a story about the love of the outdoors, and we all want more of those amazing memories. So having something that can facilitate and help you get out there and do it more and experience it with more of your family is definitely what we want to put out there.
From that point on, it was sort of a light bulb moment for us to say, hey, we know people that have actually lived the script that we've just written.
Always wanted the T-Van. It was just one of those, goals that after having wet tents and floating sleeping bags, we thought, that was our ultimate to get that T-Van.
Are you ready to go for a bushwalk?
Yeah.
The thing that I truly love most about the T-Van is the fact that anywhere that the car is capable of towing it, it will go. You'll see a T-Van out in the Simpson Desert, or you'll see it up on the Canning Stock or at the Unadilla track at Birdsville. That's where you'll see your T-Vans, because that's where the greatest amount of adventure is to be had. That's why we've owned one for the last several years.
What does it look like to take a piece of paper and then actually make it into something real? And it takes a lot of planning and preparation. I think the majority of work actually happens in pre-production. If you don't have pre-production and correct planning and working all of that out, you end up kind of missing some things.
By having that structure in place allowed everybody to be on the same page before we started rolling on day one. That puts everybody in a really comfortable position to do their best, and that's what they're there to do. An important part of the process is actually going out to location and scouting these places before you get there on the shoot day.
I need you and the kids for a film shoot.
I really want to do the flashlight spotlighting thing, because visually what that's going to do in that lens will be magic.
You're looking for things that people don't really think of. You're looking at the time of day and where the sun positions are going to be, what length the shadows are going to be. We can have it on this way. If you're going indoors, how is that light going to be affected if it comes inside? Because with a project like this, we have the ability to control all aspects of the film.
High five.
The ability to just bring in a group of people that are so professional in what they do, that really love what they're doing.
You on the lightest?
Yeah.
They understood everything that needed to happen. We had the right structures in place.
It's getting the job done.
And there was an energy and excitement that worked off everybody.
Another day in paradise.
To be honest, that's just magic.
Action. Go.
This is either going to end very badly or we're going to get some amazing shots.
Peachy and the team produce a very high quality product. There's almost no one who uses this grade of gear.
From the get-go, this project had to be new or industry leading at every touch point. And the anamorphic lenses give you something that complements the emotion that you're trying to pull off the screen, to be able to draw the viewer's eye into really what you want them to see.
So have a look at the orange on that screen, how muted it is. That's the real life colour, so HDR, you'll see it like that, not like that. Keeping the whole red workflow all the way through means that all the colour sciences are the same, image quality is the same, so basically we're not compromising on the end result. Got the Komodo rigged up, ready to go onto the car. We've got the 32mm anamorphic on, wireless receiver, and Danny's just basically finishing off the car mount.
I'm in my element, and you can really tell that the rest of the crew are in their element, and we're having fun. We're working well together because we have a common goal.
Oh, nice. Because outdoors is typically unpredictable, you sort of come in and out of natural sun a lot. So basically we were just emulating a sun source to give the talent a bit of a back edge, just create a little bit of depth, a little bit of separation out of the background. Because it's a slightly cloudy day, we can't really rely on the sun, so it's easier to make our own.
The fact that the river has risen has created, a little logistical challenge, but it's nothing we're not used to. That's what we do. We're out in nature all the time, and you got to expect the unexpected. I'm actually very confident we're going to really nail a nice shot here. What this is about is telling a story in an image. Everyone loves a campfire shot, let's face it, so that's also going to add some really nice red glow to the surrounding trees here, so it's quite a lovely little area.
The attention to detail, the ability to pivot, we're still able to get the end result even with all those variances.
This shot sets up the bushcraft scene, so we're setting up the dolly track. Probably have it run nice and low.
And action. Off you go.
This is just the early stages, the kids setting up a fire in and around their home, the hub, which is the trailer.
We're going to put the wood on top. You stack it up nice and gently. Make sure it can get plenty of air.
Happy?
Yeah.
Yeah. The key scene for us was the opening master scene, which had a lot of challenges. It was shot at night, very dark, but we had to make the camp scene look natural.
That's all right. It's holding.
Being able to set up a projector and have the product feature, but not too much.
Good night, Smitty.
Using a fire element was a challenge in itself. And it took us a good few hours the day before to be able to scope all of this out.
This is like the nostalgia factor.
That was your favourite play traction thing.
Basically, it's about our family sitting around and looking back at all the memories. But this is a lot more fun and interactive with the kids. Talking about like all the great times with camping.
And that's the Turon. That's where we are today. That's your daddy walking the river.
That's the big thing that we want to really be pushing, right? Is that you are investing in something that will last multiple generations, that you'll be able to kind of pass it down to.
We live in a world now where broadcast TV standards are really no longer relevant for most of the industry. So we decided that this project was actually the perfect opportunity to showcase what HDR is, the ability to work in high dynamic range video, which offers about 10 times the brightness values and a huge amount of color saturation to go along with that. When the client sees the images for the first time, those images just jump right out of the screen and they look lifelike, they look beautiful, and they're the images that the client anticipated they were going to receive when they brought us into the project.
What makes this campaign different is the emotional connection. There's a lot of advertising out there and a lot of noise, and a lot of people have lost the main thing that cuts through to people is the human connection. By putting that at the forefront and making that experience, it just has way more of a lasting impact.
Sharing the long edit of this video with the team was actually quite emotional. Well, at least for me it was anyway. I'm not gonna lie, I got a bit misty.
I think matching the creative with the strategy, we've created a powerhouse team and product. For brands and other clients that want to get on board with that, but also believe that they have a world-class product, this level of attention and this level of detail is really going to help them succeed in their marketing outcomes and their marketing goals.
The campaign has performed brilliantly so far. It really was our first in-depth test of Facebook marketing, and we found that the consumption of the video, about 52% of users viewed it up to 75%. If you Google that stat, you'll see that that's almost astounding. I know that this video is performing well. I can see it's generating an emotional connection with people on the level that we wanted.
I think one of the things that sets the Outdoor Marketing Agency apart from a delivery point of view is the fact that we're not just focusing on the production of the content itself. The reality is, as we're going through that process, the Outdoor Marketing Agency is then looking forward and starting to consider, where's this media going to go? Which channels are we using? What's the rollout plan? What do we want a customer to do when they watch this piece of content? And where are we sending them? Are those landing pages right? Have we got the right forms to capture information so that this goes from being a beautiful piece of content to something that drives actionable outcomes for the client?
In some cases, it's hard to quantify the value that some businesses give you. But I can tell you definitively that the outcomes that we have achieved from the projects with the Outdoor Marketing Group and the InFocus Group are exemplary.
You know, camping was something we really loved growing up, and it's been lovely to share it with the kids and the grandkids.
That's amazing.
As we look towards retirement, that desire to get out and explore is still really strong with Julie and I, although we definitely appreciate a bit more comfort these days.
The T-Van was the perfect investment, great quality, top resale value, lightweight and just so easy to tow.
And being Aussie designed and made, we knew the T-Van was up for whatever we could throw at it. What we didn't realise though was that it's much more than just a trailer for couples. With the family room tent, it's perfect for bringing the grandkids along as well.
It's not really just our trailer, it kind of already belongs to the whole family.
We know it's going to take care of us, our kids and their kids for years to come.